Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to the day 4th of React Bootcamp. I hope I am live right now. If you are able to listen to me carefully and able to hear my voice carefully, please let me know in the chat section once. Just let me know in the chat section once if you are able to listen to me carefully and my voice is audible. Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. And of course, good evening to everyone. Hello everyone. So we are here in the day 4th of bootcamp on React. So can you guys let me know like what we have seen in the yesterday's session, in yesterday's bootcamp, what we have seen? Just a small short summary. Hello, Thomas Love. Of course, good evening to everyone. Can you guys let me know in the chat section what we have seen in the yesterday's session? Just let me know the points in very short that okay sir we have seen this particular points and we'll be continuing from that particular point. I think we have seen one hook yesterday. Okay, we have seen one hook. We have seen how JavaScript we can use in our React code. We have seen how we can use template literals, right? So we have seen like literally multiple things yesterday in yesterday's class. Correct? Yes. We are taught the yeah. I taught you about use hook and yes, we have seen all the code in React actually. Okay. Today, what we will do, we will try to build one simple clock, okay, which we are gonna build with the help of two different hooks. First hook is going to be our use state hook, which we are using for, of course, storing the state. And second hook that we are going to use today is of use effect. Correct. So I will tell you all the details regarding why we are using use effect and all those things. Okay, perfect. So I think it's 7:31. We will wait for 2 more minutes. Meanwhile, you guys can tell me if if you are facing any error while performing the practical. Yes, put that errors in the chat section. We have seen how to use white, use hook. Yes, we have seen white. Of course, we have seen white. Okay, don't need to write present sir in the chat section. I will be sharing the attendance at the last in the last 5 minutes. So you can fill the attendance form. And also in the last 5 minutes, I have some announcement for you guys. Okay. Some big announcements from DevTown. So wait till last 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. We'll be discussing that thing as well. Perfect. Yes, don't need to add present sir, present sir. Just tell me in the chat section if you are facing if you are having any doubts, any error, if you are facing while performing practical. Just let me know in the chat section. We are having 2 more minutes and then we'll be starting with the today's class. Perfect. Hi, Prince. Thank you so much for joining in the session. Perfect. Yes, so we are going to learn how to create one simple clock using these hooks. Okay, when assignment will be given to you at the last day, guys. Okay, don't need to worry about it. Correct, don't need to worry about what is assignment and all those things. It will be informed to you. Okay, but today I have some interesting stuff for you. In the last 5 minutes, I will try to explain that thing to you. What we are having from DevTown for our students, right? We are having some opportunities for which you can apply. Correct? Okay, perfect. Okay, now I think I can start sharing my screen and will be start working with the code now. I will be presenting my screen. Okay, so my screen is shared now, and where is that below option? Perfect. So, sir, what is certificate of appreciation? Oh yeah, we will let you know about that thing. Okay, in the last 5 minutes, I will explain you all the things. If you are having any doubts regarding DevTown, what we are doing regarding certifications, all this thing. Perfect. Astronite, I will answer to your question as well. Don't worry. Perfect. So let us just start with our today's session. Sir, I have attendance starting 2 class, but I have not filled attendance form sheet. Okay, Shubham, we will be dealing with that thing as well. As of now, just focus on what we have to do today. Okay, so someone yesterday, I think in chat section was saying that that black theme is not good. We are not able to see the content. So I think this white screen is looking much more better, right? Okay. So now yesterday what we have done, we have actually taken one variable count. Okay. We have stored it using use state, and by default we have given it a value of 0. Right. After that, okay, after that, let me check my comments as well over here. Okay, after that, what we have done, we have used this set count function to increase the value of this particular variable by 1 and decrement it by 1. Very simple. Now, if you just go back to where it was open, if you click on increment, it will get increment by 1. If you just click on decrement, it will get decrement by 1. Very simple. Okay, and one more functionality yesterday that I think which was remain is how to disable one particular button. Okay, but on conditional rendering, I want to do that particular thing. Let's say if value goes till 10, I don't want to increment it further. Okay, I don't want to increment that value further. Sir, please use dark theme. I think this is a perfect theme. Tomorrow we'll try with dark theme. So I think alternate days black and white theme we will try to use so that no one will get offended. Okay. Okay. So next thing, what I'm do right now, or what I want to do right now. So let's say if my value of count is 0, which is by default 0, I don't want to decrease it further. So for that, what I can do, I can say, let's say, there is one property by the name disable. Oh, sorry, I'm adding it on wrong place. Over here I need to write it something like this: disable. Okay, so inside disable I need to pass true or false. If I'm just giving it a true value, that button will be directly disabled. Okay, if it is a false, then okay, button is not disabled. As simple as that. Now you can see I have applied it to decrement button. So decrement is disabled currently. If I clicked on it, my values will not be decrementing. Correct. So I'm having problem with higher order function. Please let me know in the chat what is that particular problem, Prince. Yeah, we'll try to resolve it. Okay. Just put that a problem, specific problem. Yarn is not recognized as an internal or external command operable. Do one thing. See if you're getting this particular error that yarn is not recognized, do install yarn one more time. Npm install yarn, or use -g over there. Npm install -g yarn. -g means you are installing yarn globally. So anywhere around your OS you can use it. Very simple thing. Correct? Yes. Now what I want, guys, I see if I increase the value of this particular count by 1. Let me just do one thing. Let me first of all tell you how you can add styles, so that the font will also increase and you will be able to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so you already know that we are able to write CSS in React in two different ways. First way is to use inline styling. First way is to use inline styling, and second way for doing the same is we can use the external style sheet. We can connect external file and we can use that particular styles over here in my React code, right? But again, I am not able to run yarn dev, so make sure you are in that particular directory wherever your code is stored. Okay, I think that might be the problem. Okay, nothing apart from that. Okay, let me tell you guys now how many ways we can add styles in React. Correct. So let me do one thing. First of all, I will take this div code. I will put it after my button, in between my button is what I'm saying. Correct. And let me keep it in one single line. Perfect. So those who know how to write inline styles, they might be understanding what I'm trying to do right now. See, in div, I want to just increase the font size of my count variable. So what I will do, I will say, okay, style. This is the simple as HTML. But here we need to write styles in this curly brackets. Okay, in HTML we used to do this thing in double quotes or single quotes. Here we will be using this curly brackets and double curly brackets. Okay, and inside which I'm going to write, okay, first I want to increase the font size, so I will be saying font size colon, and whatever value you want to give to that particular style, it will be in double inverted comma. Okay, or double back quotes. Simple. So I'm going to say, okay, I want a font size of 30 pixel, let's say, for this particular count. So it will be 30 pixel. Now if you just go back and see, okay, the font is really getting applied. Very simple thing. Perfect. Someone is saying synthetic event 0 function handle event. Okay, event dot process remove synthetic event. Prince, I will get back to you. Okay, that is, I think this is a problem with higher function, so we'll get back to you that on that as well. In the last 5 minutes, I will try to cover this error. Perfect. Don't worry about it. Okay, right now we'll be focusing on these thing. Okay, so I have just increased the font size. I will keep it 40 pixel as of now, and also I want to add some styles over on this particular button so that it will be able to see it. Then in style, what I will do, I will say, okay, same I will be using over here, font size of 40 pixel, let's say, correct, and same style will be apply to this lower button, which is decrement button. Perfect. Right, I will go back and see. Yes, we are able to see increment and decrement now very clearly. Or if we just use plus and minus instead of increment and decrement, that will be more helpful for us. Right. Yes, I think it makes sense now. If we are trying to increase the value, okay, it is increasing, and by and now we have just disabled this decrement button. Okay. See, apart from using style over here, there is one another method in React. Okay, what we can do for that? You can just go over here and you can add some class name that you want to add. So if you remember in HTML, we used to write class name, ID names to one particular tag, but here just class name will work. ID names will not work over here. See, what I will do, I will say class name equal to, and I can give any class name. Let's say if I'm giving increment as a class name, correct, and I will be saying this thing, saving this thing, and I need to, first of all, I need to create one css file for it. It will be going to app.css. Simple. And I know that my class name is increment, so I will be using dot for selecting it, increment. And which property I want, of course, this font size as of now. And this font, and this, if you see the syntax of writing css over here, it is same as normal. Okay, there is no difference. And then I need to import app.css by using this, what I can say, dot slash, and the file name is actually app.css. Perfect, very simple. Now if you just go and just remove style from over here, it will still work. Correct, it is still working. Perfect. So are you guys able to understand what I'm trying to say? Screen appears blurry. I don't think so. It might be a problem for your side because my stream is having excellent connection as I can see. Okay, it is not blurry, guys. Perfect. Sir, can we set a lower limit of 0? Yes. Okay. Now we are up to that particular thing only. We want to set lower limit as 0. Okay. And when the value is increasing, or when the value is going above 0, I want to just enable that particular decrement button. Okay. Till 0 it should work, and at 0 the value should get, so button should get freeze. Okay, very simple. Now what I will do for that, see, I know that we are having this particular property disabled, correct? So what I can do instead of that, I can just create new variable, okay, which will have the value of increment. Let's say increment, comma, will be using this sent increment, okay, to play with this particular increment variable. And by default, what I will do, I will give it a value of, let's say, false. By default, value of increment is false, correct? And what I will do right now, apart from that, I will take another variable by the name decrement. Okay, and I will use over here set decrement. Okay, and by default, I am taking their values as false, boolean values. Correct. Sir, go to quality settings on this video, make it 720. I think screen is already 720 according to me. Let me check it once if you are saying so. Mm, I think yeah, we are sharing it in full resolution, so there should be no issue with this particular settings, right? See, you can see that it is in 1080 pixels, so there should be no issues. Correct. So why not use reducer instead of use state? See, the thing is, as of now, we are learning the basics, Prince. Okay, the students who are joining our boot camps, okay, so they are all kind of fresher. They are learning it for the first time. I'm assuming that, and then step by step, we'll be learning all the things. Correct. Now, what I want simply, I will add the value of decrement over here. As simple as that. And apart from that, what we can do, we will add the value of increment over here in this particular button. So it's sorry, it should be disabled equal to increment. Above button is increment. So are you guys understanding what I have done right now? Okay, if my increment is true, okay, till if my increment is fall, till that particular time this plus button will work. Okay, and till my decrement is false, my decrement button will work. So now we have to trick this particular thing. Not clear, please zoom in. I think I have already zoomed in into the picture. Let me check, guys. Just give me 1 second. It is already in HD picture. See, those who are having problem now, just increase your video quality, guys. From my side, everything is perfect as I can see in my the laptop. Perfect. Or just let me know just let me know once if you are having any issue. I think it is everybody put the quality manually to yes. Just put the quality. I think from your side there is quality issue. From my side, it is showing to me that we are having excellent connection. So that means there is no quality compromise from my side. Make sure from your side it is not perfect. Yes, we need to use if condition for deciding true and false. Very simple. So for decrement, what I want right now, correct. For decrement, I simply want okay whenever the value of my count, okay. So what I can do, I can simply put this thing over here as well, or simply I can write this thing over here. If count, sorry, if and else simply I can write over here, or instead of writing this thing, what I can do, if my count is equal to 0, then so here what I'm using the ternary operator. Correct. Okay, if this is the condition, then do this. Then the value of my decrement, sorry, make it true, or simply I can say, sorry, I have done it in the wrong way. I need to use this set decrement function for yeah making it true, or either it is false. Correct. Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to do over here? Yes, my screen is clear. My screen is clear. You just need to increase your screen quality, guys. Okay, just do it manually. By default sometimes it will go down. Okay, I don't know what is the issue with that, but yeah, that is what I think. Right. So currently what I have done, see, I have used simply on line number 9 a ternary operator in which I am saying if my count value is 0, then just do this thing. Like set the decrement value to true. If I'm setting decrement value to true, at that time my decrement button will not work. The disable equal to decrement. So decrement is true, that means my button is disabled. Very simple. And if my count value, let's say if my count is equal to 10, okay, at that time set increments value will be true. Very simple. Okay, otherwise it is false. As simple as that. Literally. Correct. Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to say? Okay, let me check. I think if this ternary will not work over here, we need to set it manually. Okay, it is saying too many renders. Okay. So actually the reason behind that is that like we are not using useState over here. Correct. We are not using useState over here. And by default, if you see, by default, we are actually rendering too many things over here. When we try to update this count, that's why we are getting this particular error. Correct. Now, I will tell you how to use state over here. Sorry, use effect. So if I just go and say if I want to use effect, and when I write use effects, you can see that it is directly imported over here. If it is not getting imported, okay, it will show you an error if you try to save this file without importing it, right? So use effect will take two arguments. One is first one is going to be a function. So let me write it over here in comments as well. So use effect will take two arguments. First one is going to be the function. Okay. First argument is going to be the function. And second argument is going to be its dependency. Very simple. Correct. Second is going to be its dependency. Correct. And now, if you see very simply, I will tell you that, see, if I am just putting these two different lines in my use effect, okay, and if I am saying, okay, just use one array and use count in it, correct. And so what does this line means that, see, second is dependency means I am passing one empty array. Okay, so empty array means what? My page will be rendered once, and whatever is there in my use effect will be rendered once. Okay, and if I'm putting count over here, so whenever my count is updated, at that time whatever is present in my use effect will get updated. Is this thing clear? Yes, I'm using Visual Studio Code, and for streaming, I'm using StreamYard. If you want to know this thing, correct? And it is not free. It is not free. You need to pay for that. It is not free. Perfect. Okay, that is what I want to do. Perfect. But are you guys understanding what I'm trying to do over here? It is asking me to install this React Dev tools. Okay, but I think that thing doesn't matter over here. Perfect. Are you guys getting what I'm trying to say? Okay, and uh, okay, see, I will explain it to you one more time. See, what I have done, I have simply used this use effect. Okay, and with the help of use effect, what we are using this count variable. If the value of count is equal to 0, okay, then we need to set decrement as true. If it is 0, if I am setting it to 0, which means that I just want to disable my this particular button. Correct. As simple as that, right? And if my setting, if I'm saying that if my count value is 10, then set increment will be true, otherwise it is false. Correct. Very simple. Correct. So what is equal to? Okay, we will come back to that thing as well. As if you know basics of JavaScript, like what is the difference between double equal to and single equal to and triple equal to? Correct. So like one single equal to is actually used for assigning the values to some variables. Let's say I'm saying a equal to 10, that means it is just assigning value to a variable. Apart from that, if you are using double equal to 2, so double equal to is used for comparing the two different things. Okay, so let's say if I am saying true equal to true, it will give me at the end of the day, okay, that both of the values are true. So simply double equal to and triple equal to, both of the things are used to check the like comparison or equality between two different things. But the very simple difference is that double equal to is not a strict checker. So let's say if I'm saying a or a equal to a, or if I have defined on line number 1, okay, let a equal to 10. Okay, at that time what is happening is like my triple equal to will also check the type of a, whether it is matching or not. Okay, and in double equal to, it will not check the type, it will just check the values. Values are matching, then okay, that's done. If values are not matching, then okay, you need to work on that thing. Correct, very simple. Right. Okay, yeah, I know 1 hour of class is too small, we need to extend this, but like we can't do anything about that. Okay, need to talk with the management. We'll try to arrange 2 hour session, okay, in the upcoming boot camp. So we'll try that thing as well. What is this symbol? Question mark. Acha, question mark you are asking this particular thing. See, if you know ternary operator, I think I need to teach you JavaScript first. Then you will be able to understand. See, let me search for program. Program is JavaScript compiler. I need to teach you first of all what is this ternary operator. Then we will move. Then we can move on to the clock. Okay, perfect. See, I will tell you. Uh, I hope everyone is familiar to if and else statement in JavaScript. Okay, correct. So let's say if I am saying on first line I am declaring one variable with the value of, let's say, count. I am taking in short. Count is 0 as of now. So if I am saying my, let's say if count is equal to 0, using this equality operator we are checking, if my count value is 0, then console me one string. Okay, just console out, just do me one string 0. And else if it is not, like if it is not 0, then just simply give me 1 in the output. Very simple. Correct, this is just a simple if and else statement. I hope everyone has understand this thing. Correct. Apart from that, now we can write this whole code, which we like, which is taking I think 6 7 lines. So we can make it in one simple line. How? So if I'm doing something like this, if I'm saying, okay, if my count is equal to 0, and then I'm putting question mark, and then I'm saying, okay, if this is the case, then first do this, and just print 0. Otherwise, uh, print console.log 1, or in double quotes I can say 1. So are you guys understanding what does it mean by ternary operator? It's a very simple thing. Does question mark works on null and undefined? Yes, of course it will work if you are just properly mentioning the what you can say, the condition first. Okay, then it will work, of course. So what is the difference between console.log and document.write? See, so if you are like writing console.log, it will be reflected in the console of your web browser. Correct. And if you are writing document.write, so document means what? Documents means the actual HTML document which is present when you just inspect anything, any page. Let's say if you are inspecting. Okay, here are all the elements. So all the elements are considered as one single document. So that's why we say na document doc type HTML. So all this is considered as one single document. Correct. And if you are saying document.write, at that time all the things will be directly reflected on your browser. It will not be there in the console. Okay. Very simple thing. There is no rocket science in understanding these particular things. Right. I hope now everyone is understanding what I'm trying to say. So I think I will give this thing to in homework to you. Okay, this is very simple assignment. Just need to work on this thing. Okay, when the value of count is 0, like just disable that particular button, and when the value of count will increase by 1, okay, make it enable, and when the value of count is equal to 10, disable the increment button, okay, and when it is below 10, enable it one more time. So this is in homework for you. Now what we will do, okay, we will try to create one clock, very simple clock, using this use state and little bit of JavaScript. Okay, so I will do one thing, I will just close all these things now. See, yesterday only, uh, so it is like a dynamic statement. Yes, it is like a dynamic statement. So question mark is for condition. Like the first thing in ternary we will give is condition. Then second thing we will say, okay, if this condition is true, then after question mark we will write one statement. Okay, do this, and then colon, after colon we will write the else statement. Correct. If this is not true, then do this, whatever you want to do. Correct. Very simple thing. Tell me, good morning and good evening logic. I'm not understanding what is good morning and good evening logic like. Okay, perfect. Now we will work on our clock. Okay, we want to build one simple clock which will show us time. Okay, by every second it is updating its time. That only I want to see. Correct. For that, what I can do, guys. See, yesterday only we have seen like how to, what you can say, how to see the date of your local system. So for that, what I'm going to do, first of all, so I will take one variable by the name time. I will use this set time, a function. Okay, and I will be using use state as a hook one more time. Perfect. And in which I am not adding anything as of now. Perfect. So one simple thing that I can do as of now, very simple, is I want one variable. Let's say the variable name is a, and in a I am using this particular JavaScript syntax, new date, for capturing the date, and I'm just simply saying, okay, console.log, and yeah, try to print a. So if we just save this whole code, if we go back, okay, now you can see, okay, I am getting this particular thing, okay, that Tuesday, November 7, 2023, time is this. Correct. Okay. I Who is asking this thing? Sir, your screen is not visible. I think my screen is completely visible to you. Just check from your side. Okay, just check from your side. Perfect. Okay, now we are able to see date over here. Correct. So the thing is that, see, if you can see, my date is actually getting printed two times. Okay, and I don't want this thing. See, now we are only having one particular variable which is getting printed two times. But in bigger applications, there might be more of variables. There might be 100, 200 variables in one single web page, right? So no one wants that their variable should get what you can say, their variable should get rendered two times. Okay, it will actually increase the loading speed for my particular website. Correct. I don't want that particular thing. So for that we can use effect. So use effect will do what? Use effect will render my page only one time. Correct. I hope everyone is understanding. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, very simple thing. I'm going to say, okay, I want to use effect, and I'm using one callback in it. Sorry, one simple function in it, and then okay, I think that is sufficient as of now. Okay, and what I will do, as soon as this is done, I will be using this set time function just to add the value of a inside my new data, and let me see if it is getting added over here or not. And how you will get to see this particular thing, by running it over here one more time. But by just, if you just want to see it in the console, you can say console.log. Yeah, you want to print time, so just write time. And I haven't added anything, any dependency in my use effect. Okay, just to show you how these are working, how these things are working. Correct? Yes. If you just see now, see what error actually I am getting. It is telling me that okay, I am getting too many renders. And why this all is happening? It is just because now we are using use effect and we are using it too many times. So if we just put one empty array over here, what will happen now? If we just put one empty array, guys, okay, let me check what will happen now. We will close this thing. We will refresh it one more time, and you can see, guys, what I'm having. I'm getting still the same thing. Like too many renders are happening. Correct. Spotify checks your local time and processes it. Yes, Spotify checks your that timing. Yes, yes, perfect answer. Sir, they want to say what that font is small for mobile viewers. Acha, okay, okay, okay. Now I'm getting this thing. Okay, I will do one thing. I will increase it from the settings. I think 28 will work as of now. Yeah, I think now it might be looking proper to you. Okay, so see what I'm doing right now. I'm creating one function, the function name is time. I'm giving. I'm using these arrow functions this time. Correct. No, what is happening? Okay, I will be using arrow function, and I will try to put this code inside over here. Correct. And this line also I will try to add inside my code. Okay, and simply in my use effect, I will call that particular function time. Correct. I'm just calling it one more time. I'm just not doing anything. I'm just calling it. If you just see, and now if you see what we are getting undefined. Correct. I don't think so. I can zoom in on the YouTube. I don't find the settings for that, but I have increased the font size actually. I think that should work for you guys. Correct. I have increased the font size, so don't need to worry. Yes, perfect. So now, as you can see, like I am getting what I am getting, like, okay, it is giving me undefined. But if I try to print this A and see what is the output over here, if we just go back, see, we are getting A perfectly, but we are getting, when we try to attach this value to this particular variable or state, it is not getting appended actually. So what we need to do for that? So value is not proper string. I need to add it to the using this particular function, which is to local time string. I will be saving it. I will go back. Perfect. And if I just refresh it, now you can see, okay, like we are getting this particular time 20:07 and this particular thing. Okay, one more time. Okay. Anyone, any doubt until this particular point? What we are doing? Any doubt? Any doubt to what we have done up till particular point? So what we have done, we have actually used this particular console A just to add one value. Okay. But again, apart from that, what I can done over here, if I'm using this use effect, or let's say, if I'm doing, sorry, I need to select whole function and we'll try to put it inside my time. Correct. Something like this. Okay. Now, if we go and if we just try to refresh this particular thing, okay, still we are getting this, what you can say. Oh, I think there is some reloading. Let me just do one thing. Let me just start my application one more time. Yarn Dave. Yes, it is printing its time. It is printing its time. Okay. in local format actually, whatever local time we are having. Perfect. So we are getting undefined over here. What is wrong going over here? Let me do one thing. Let me set time A. Okay, every time I'm just trying to upload. Let me use effect one more time. Perfect. And I will be giving one empty array. Correct. Who is confused? I'm not getting. Sir, it is local time string or local time string. So it is two local time string. Okay. Let me just tell you this particular thing. Okay. See what I'm doing. I'm taking one variable a. Okay, and what I'm saying. Okay, just have this particular value. Let's say which is coming from my JavaScript new date. And for this, we are having many variables. If you just use this to date string, okay, if you just go down and if you just want to print it out, you can say console.log a. As simple as that. If you go back over here and see, okay, you are getting this particular time. Okay, Tuesday, November 7, 2023. Correct. And if you want to see the type of it, you can just say, okay, type of space a and see the type of it. It is going to be string, of course, like it is giving you a string value in the format of string. And let's say if you want to attach that particular value to the use state that you are using over here, I think this time is not working. Let me just change its name, let's say, or let's say that variable name is, let's try to put it times actually. Let me see if that works. Perfect. So I'm saying, okay, just add times and use a over here. Perfect. And this time we will try to use this h1 over here. And in h1, I'm going to say, okay, use this times variable. Perfect. We'll go back and right now, if you guys just see this thing over here, we are getting Tuesday, November 7, 2023. Correct? Okay. So now what we can do apart from that, see, as of now, I don't want like two date string to be printed over here. I simply want one thing only. I want to use this particular two local time string. Just wanted to see what we can say the time over here 20, 12, 15 according to your system's timing. So my system's timing is as of now 2012. Okay, perfect. And now if I just keep refreshing this thing, the time will get updated after every second. Now, what I want simply, I want to add this particular time, like dynamically it should come, right? After every 1 second, my time should get updated. So, what I can use for that? Simply in JavaScript, we are having two different functions. Okay. One is set interval, and second, we are having set timeout. So can you guys tell me in the chat section which particular function we can use over here? Okay, after every 1 second, I want to update a use effect. After every 1 second, I want to render the new time. So what we can use in this particular scenario? So it's a feature of JSX that is inbuilt latest date and time. Okay, data for different locations. Yes, of course, yeah. Yes, Anuj, you are right. Correct. Yes, of course, we can use cent interval and yes, time interval or interval, you can call it anything. Yes. Sir, can we show milliseconds also? No, I don't think so. As of now, it is given over here. But if you just explore more on how this data is working in JavaScript, you might get that thing as well. Correct. So what I'm going to do, I'm simply gonna say, okay, set interval. Okay, perfect. And this set interval will take what? Set interval will take two, I can think two arguments it will take. One, so it is gonna take this particular empty function in which we are gonna add all this code. Perfect. And then after that, I'm gonna say, okay, take the time interval of 1000 seconds, 1000 milliseconds, which is equivalent to 1 second only. Correct. Are you guys getting like this particular thing? So after every 1 second now the time is getting updated. Correct? Are you guys understanding this particular thing? After every 1 second time is getting updated. And now if I just want to remove this thing, I can remove this. And again, if you want to just what I can say, add a little bit of style to it, you can add it. It is very, very simple thing. No, you can't use timeout over here because after every specific interval, we want to increase the. No, we don't want to increase. We want to re-render the time, which is coming from my local. Correct, local of my JavaScript. Correct. If you want to give it a heading or something like that, you can just say give it anything, whatever you want. Correct. And if you know a little bit of CSS, you can style it over here by adding some style like this. Let's say style, and I'm saying display as flex. Apart from that, I can say flex. Oh, sorry, I don't need to write flex direction. I can simply say justify content uh, to the center. Justify content to the center and align all the items to the center. Perfect. And apart from that, I can also say, okay, if you want a height, you can choose a height, let's say of 700 VH. Okay, these are very basics of CSS. Okay, those who are not getting, please revise your CSS part. Okay. And I just want to make this div in the center of my web page. So for that, I am doing these things. Ye- Uh, yeah, I think this is fine. Oh, I think CSS mein gadbad. I think what is the issue over here? I'm not getting now. Okay, but are you guys understanding what I'm trying to do right now? How to add external CSS? I think I have already clear that particular thing, like how to add external CSS. What I have done for that. See, I have imported one file which I have already created, app.css. So write import, give its location, okay, dot slash app.css, and just give the class name to whatever div you want to use it. Okay, just give a class name to it, to whatever div you want to use it. Perfect. Uh, what I can do instead of that, if I simply remove this, okay, we are getting all the things. And now, inside which, if I try to add one div, and let me check like how this, why this styling is not working. Okay, instead of that, if we just take the class name, let me check. This is not the issue of React, I guess. This is, there might be something wrong from styling perspective. Sir, use a fragment of div instead. Yeah, we are having fragment as well, so there should be no issues with this particular thing. Let me try by giving one class name to it. Let's say container. Perfect. I will be giving container class, and over here, let me take that container and say display as flex. Let's say, and align items to center, justify content to center, and height I want to give. Okay, so height will be saying, okay, 700 vertical height. Just take the 700 vertical height of whatever it is there. Okay, still it is not working. I am not getting this thing. Why we are getting the errors actually? Okay, in body there is div container, there is digital clock. All the values are getting appended like after every 1 second. See, 8, 9, 10, but oh, 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 oh. Now I got it actually. If you just keep it 200 VH, I think it is going down on my web page. That is the issue actually. Okay, so I can simply say 50%. Oh, so this was not the issue actually. It was all going down. Very simple mistake, but yeah. Can anyone tell me about certificates by from for the backend development? Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sir, is it possible to add milliseconds as well? Oh, I don't think so, Sahil. For that, you need to research yourself on Google. Just go on Google, search in the MDN documents. Okay, yes, of course, that is also possible thing. According to me, I know that thing. It is possible. Correct. So actually, I want to tell you one good opportunity which DevTown is having for you guys. Okay, and see what you have to do today. Okay, you just have to prepare that increment and decrement counter. Okay, when the value of count is 0, just disable my decrement button. When the value of count is like 10, disable the increment button. Very simple. So these are the very basics of React, which will be asked in the interview, like how these things are working. And I think in use effect, I have covered 3 points. So if you are going over here and just checking out the use effect. So use effect is used for what? It is used for rendering purpose. Okay, not for rendering purpose, but we can say it is used for preventing us from the side effects of rendering. So side effect of rendering you will see when you are using fetching the APIs, okay, and when you are passing the props, correct. At that time you will face some side effects. So for that, for preventing that, you are using use effect. So use effect will do what? It will render your web pages as much time as you want. So let's say what I'm seeing right now. So if I just put times over here, okay. So what is happening now? See, if I just keep it empty, so it will render my component only one time. Okay, and it will incrementing the what I can say value of time. But if I just put it times over here, so whenever my value of this particular state times is getting updated, at the same time my use effect will run one more time. Correct. That is the use of use effect. Correct. If I'm not using anything over here, if I'm just removing everything from over here, it will get rendered multiple times. I don't know actual count, but it will goes on increasing. Very simple. Correct. Yes. Perfect. Uh, Now I have some opportunity to share with you guys. Just give me 1 second. Yes, if you want to center something in vertical space, we want to use 100 VH, and I was actually doing 700 VH. So it should be. I was going for 70 to 80 VH. It was my mistake actually. Then I literally on realized that thing. Okay, no worries about this. Okay, what is 1000? Where I'm not getting what is 1000. Okay, 1000 is time in millisecond. Okay, inside interval, we are having the second, what you can say, that parameter, which is time in milliseconds that we are giving. So after every 1 second, I want to re-render that particular component. That's why I'm using 1000 seconds over here. Correct. Where we do project submission, that link will be shared at the last day. This is just the things that you have to perform for yourself. Correct. Right. So I'm having one opportunity for you. One good news is there from DevTown. Okay. So the thing is, just give me 1 second. So we are having one program by the name Campus Ambassador, guys. Okay. So Campus Ambassador means what? Okay. So as a campus ambassador, those who are campus ambassador for DevTown, they are going to promote ourself DevTown, okay, as a company at their college events. Okay, and we are looking for such candidates, those who are good in leadership qualities, okay, those who are kind of extrovert, those who are interested in building their career in this particular leadership, Okay, and those who is literally a part of any particular society of college. So in colleges we are having different societies, like Mesa is there, ESA is there, computer science society is there, correct? So the thing is that just give me 1 second, I will be sharing something with you. I have enrolled for that. Yes, yes, I know. Like all of you guys have, like most of you have enrolled for that as well. But the thing is that, see, why you should join Campus Ambassador program. So those who are new attendees over here, for those I am telling, okay. So by Campus Ambassador, you will get exposure to the industry. In what sense? Okay. So you will be working directly under Shaurya. Okay. So what we are doing for DevTown, what you are going to help us in what way? Okay. And why we want you to join our Campus Ambassador program, what perks you will be getting, all those things I will explain. Just give me 2 minutes. Correct. First thing, as a campus ambassador, you will be promoting DevTown, okay, at your college festivals, at through your societies, all those things. You will help us to grow. Not only that, you like we will give you the training of how you can help us, how you can do the sales, how you can do the marketing, okay, how you can like we will also give you the access to the courses that DevTown is providing. Okay, so currently the thing is that we are providing our campus ambassadors, okay, with 6 different courses on 6 different languages. Apart from that, we are also providing them with the full stack web development course, which will be for the period of 3 months. Okay, that is the perks that we are giving to our campus ambassador for free of cost. Apart from that, we are also giving them the 1 month of industrial training. Correct, 1 month of industrial internship actually. Okay, from the very renowned company. Okay, these are all the perks of campus ambassador. Apart from that, okay, the scenario is that how you will get selected as a campus ambassador. First thing, okay, so you have to just fill up the form in the attendance. Actually, there is one form attached, campus ambassador, that you need to fill it up. Okay, and you need to share all of your information. Okay, and everyone, those who have filled the form, will be getting one call from our side, from DevTown side. Okay, within next 4 or 5 days, you have to wait for 4 or 5 days. Okay, and they will give you one task that you need to perform. That can be anything, that can be related to organizing event at your college, organizing test as you at your colleges, anything, that can be any simple task. Okay, we just want to check whether you have some leadership quality, okay, in you or not. Okay, after that, okay, if you are able to successfully do that task, okay, then DevTown will give you a full-time offer to join as a campus ambassador. Will be giving you the proper offer letter, and all this thing will be professionally happening. Correct. And then you will be working with us for the period of 2 to 3 months, okay, in which we will also train you. We will help you to learn more and more, okay, how the work is going on in corporate companies, and all this thing we will teach you. Apart from that, also we are giving you the perks that I already mentioned, the technologies, the 6 technologies courses we are giving you, and also the web development course. Correct. And monthly we are having one meeting actually with our campus ambassadors, in which developers from different companies joins. Okay, we will discuss some things, how the market is there, and how like upcoming technology is changing. Okay, what we can learn. Okay, so all these things we are giving as a perks to our campus ambassador. Once in a month, we are having such meetings. Correct. So those perks will be only given to the campus ambassadors, not to every student over here. Correct. So this is the whole idea that I have given to you, all of you, for joining as a campus ambassador. So those who are really interested, okay, those who are really interested, only those candidates can fill out that particular form. Okay, those who really want to do something in their life, or those who really want to help us out, okay, or those who really want to upskill themselves, those students can only fill out that particular form. In attendance form, there is one separate form attached. Can just go there, fill out your details, and someone will call you from DevTown, right? So let me do one thing. Let me share that attendance form with you. of 2 days. So I'm adding this thing in chat section. Just check it out, guys. I have added it. I have pinned that comment. Okay, just have a look. Sir, what is certificate for appreciation? Appreciation. Sir, will you please tell how we are gonna get certificates for boot camp? Okay. So after completing our boot camp, I will be giving you some simple project that you have to build. Okay. And you have to submit that project in the form of Google Drive. Okay. Just build one folder, zip it out, and submit it on the link that I will be giving to you. Okay. And within 2 or 3 days, you have to complete that particular thing, and that form will be live for 2 or 3 days. Okay, I will be telling you the exact date till which the form will be live. And those who are completing the project properly, okay, and also having proper attendance, max to max 6 days of attendance is compulsory. Okay, then you will be getting the certificates from this particular bootcamp, right? I hope everyone is understanding. The task is not on spot. We will be giving you the task that we have to talk with your college and college committees or your friends. Okay, we just want to see that you are having some leadership qualities or not in you. Okay, maybe in the future you will be representing DevTown in your college. You are the representative of DevTown at your college if you are joining our campus ambassador program, if you are getting selected, okay, after all the processes. Okay, perfect. How long deadline task? That I don't know, but it might be like for the period of 4 or 5 days actually. Okay. What is Shubham Zindal saying? 50,000 VH. I'm not getting. Homework is nothing but you have to just complete that counter example. See, when the value will be equal to 0, okay, you have to just freeze that button or disable that particular decrement button. When the value of counter is equal to 10, disable the increment button. Very simple. Correct. And this is just for you. This thing you don't have to submit anywhere. Correct. So I have added all the things. Correct. Make sure everyone is filling out the form. And yeah, we will see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow. Same timing, 7:30. Okay. So see you there. Thank you so much for joining in. Good night. Bye bye, everyone.